Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another edition of Kapehan sa Davao here at the second floor of SM City Annex. We'd like to thank SM City Davao for again hosting our weekly media forum held every Monday here at the second floor SM City Annex, and we are streamed live over the Facebook page of PIA Davao Region. So you can go to the Philippine Information Agency Davao Region Facebook page, and we also stream live over Kadangpan Digital. Thank you, Carl. Hindi siya busy ngayon sa walang beauty pageant. So we are graced by the presence of our two guests, no, two panels. Actually, may tatlo ito, but Councilor Luna Costa cannot come, no? So we have from PhilHealth, they will be discussing the YAKAP or Yaman ng Kalusugan program. Ano po itong bagong programa ng PhilHealth. We are joined by, of course, our Suki, PR Public Relations Officer 2, PhilHealth 11, si Clea Guevara. And we have, of course, another Suki natin sa ating kapehan. We have Dr. Marie Alexis Sampaner Belen, Chief Healthcare Delivery and Management Division, PhilHealth 11. Then, to talk about from our friends from the SWD, minors traveling abroad, help desk, we are joined by Ma'am Angelique Panya, the RRCY Center Head, and Karen Ramitere, the MTA Focal of the SWD 11. To start our press con rolling, we'd like to get the opening statement. We'll start with our friends from the SWD.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. From the SWD, we are very thankful, for having this kind of activity, so that we can also advocate, on the programs and services of children and youth of the DSWD.
Good morning once again. We are also honored to be part of the PIA's Kapehan for this morning. And as part of prevention and safeguarding of our Filipino minors traveling abroad, we are open for any questions later regarding this program of the DSWD. Once again, good morning.
Ang i-discuss pala Ma'am Angelique is the Centers and Residential Care Facility, CRCF, no?
Yes,
DSWD.
the 5 centers of DSWD.
Then si Ma'am Karin is the minors traveling abroad. Then we have from PhilHealth, ano po itong YAKAP? Maybe we get the opening statement from Dr. Tapanay.
Thank you, Mayong Buntag sa Tanan. PhilHealth 11 would like to thank the PIA for inviting us this morning and giving us an opportunity to have this press conference as a platform for us to disseminate information regarding the new and enhanced PhilHealth Consulta program. Now it is being rebranded into PhilHealth YAKAP. So this morning, we will be talking about the enhanced benefits that come along with this rebranding and the additional services also that come along with it. With me today also is Ms. Clea Guevara of our Public Affairs Unit.
Yes, good morning everybody, and salamat sa PIA and to our media partners. So we are delighted to be here, and hopefully amo ang ma-share sa inyo kung sa tanan, no, unsa niya to ang bagong nga programa or relaunched program which we call the PhilHealth YAKAP or Yaman ng Kalusugan program. Thank you.
Okay, so before we go to the SWD, ano itong rebrand? What was the former name or ano itong YAKAP? Ano pong, and what's the difference between the previous?
Yes po, no? So actually, I suppose that the former name of this program is familiar to all of us. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na PhilHealth Consulta package or konsultasyong sulit at tama package. So recently, last July 25 lang po, we rebranded this program. Tawag na po natin ngayon dito is YAKAP or Yaman ng Kalusugan program. So this is actually a rebranding, but more than just a rebranding of the former Consulta package, it is an enhancement of the coverage of the Consulta, which andyan pa rin po yung ating mga essential primary care services, yung mga serbisyo po na maa-avail natin sa Consulta dati, andyan pa rin po siya, mas in-enhance na po natin or dinagdagan po natin yung mga services na pwedeng ma-avail natin members.
So, PhilHealth Yakap, no, formerly Consulta, now has enhanced benefits such as our screening for cancers. So, anim po na diagnostic tests for cancers are now being introduced into our primary care arm. And also, if we remember, PhilHealth Consulta has employed 21 drugs that are free together with the package. However, with PhilHealth Yakap, it is now called PhilHealth Gamot, or guaranteed and accessible medications in outpatient care. Dito po, meron tayong 75 drugs that are part of the package na maaari pong ma-avail ng ating mga members with an allotment of 20,000 per year per head po, per member.
Where can they, so, yung konsulta, di ba, maraming, I think, increasing na yung mga centers niya. Ilan na po yun dito sa region?
Yes, as of August, last week lang po, we have 143 Yakap facilities all over Davao region. And right now, we are at the phase po na we are accrediting gamot dispensaries. So these are outpatient facilities that are to dispense our drugs, all of the 75 drugs under PhilHealth Gamot to all our eligible members.
Okay, thank you. Before we will go muna sa DSWD before we entertain questions from media friends. To Ma'am Angelique, how many facilities po sa region? Kasi ang alam ko yung sa Bago Isuro din yung sa may Maa, and how many are we are carrying, ilan yung mga wards natin sa mga facilities na to?
For DSWD, we have 5 centers. DSWD has managed 5 centers, and one of which is the Regional Rehabilitation Center for Youth, in which we cater the children in conflict with the law, and this is located at the Bago Isiro, Nomental. And second is the Home for Girls and Women, that caters abused women and children, and also survivor, victim survivor. And this is located in Davao City. And we also have a reception and study center for children, that caters children who are abandoned, neglected, surrendered, and even those foundling, 0 to 6 years old ang gina-cater. And this is located at the back of SPMC, Friendship Road, Bahada, Davao City. And we also have a home for the aged. Home for the aged located in Tagum, for older person or senior citizens who are abandoned and neglected by their families. And lastly, we have the Angels Haven, also located in Tagum City, in Apocon, that caters children with special needs.
Okay. May news na may bagong building, I think donation yung kay President Duterte, mga supporters na donation. Asan yun? Okay, facility din ba yun?
As of now, we have an ongoing construction of a parang extension siya ng Reception and Study Center for Children in Tagum City, and also an extension of Angels in Heaven, Angels Haven, also in Tagum City. Ongoing po yung construction ng building.
Okay. Then we go to minus for traveling abroad. Ano po yung services yan, and how can one, kasi may mga uso ngayon yung traveling, mag-turista, mga karami na and they bring their children with them. Paano yung process na? May pagbabago ba siya sa...
Okay. So thank you, sir. So now we can process the minors traveling abroad travel clearance online.
It is a digital initiative, no, launched by our department, the Department of Social Welfare and Development, to digitize the travel clearance process for minors. So through accessing our official website, mta.dswd.gov.ph, we can now apply, upload the original scanned documents, pay, undergo interview, and download the travel clearance at the comfort of our home. So we don't need to fall in line, we just need to go online. So unlike before, no, na within the region ang manual application, it is now centralized. Through the Centralized Processing Office, starting Feb 19, 2025, all applications for travel clearance and certificate of exemptions shall be lodged online using the MTA online portal and shall be processed at the Centralized Processing Office or the CPO MTA. So, as of July 2025, no, since atong nag-launch kita sa online, from February 19, 2025 till now, July 2025, na atay natala nga 630 nga nag-apply through online application sa travel clearance within Davao Region. So, taas gihapon niini ang mga traveler nga minors nga for vacation or leisure since niagi na ang ato ang summer vacation. So, karon ang kabaguhan niya, naa natay 24/7 nga MTA Help Desk situated at Davao International Airport. So, last July 29, 2025, nag-start na kita og operate sa Davao International Airport at the departure area right beside the SOCC table. So, from there, tanang mga offloaded clients nato, no, gikan sa Davao Region na muagi sa Davao International Airport, makater na sa atong MTA Help Desk. In fact, sa nationwide, kita ang Davao International Airport ang pinakauna nga naka-establish og MTA Help Desk. Through the guidance of our regional director, our PSD chief, na-establish na kita sa airport. So yan, sa MTA Help Desk po, pwede ta dito mo answer og mga inquiries. Labi na tong mga frequent traveler na mga minors nga diin mo plano nga mo travel unaccompanied or minors nato nga mo travel kauban niya ang iyahang grandparents or iyahang mga relatives other than the parent or the legal guardian, pwede ra kitang moadto, no, kung natay flight, muhapita sa ato ang MTA Help Desk. It is open once again 24/7. Yan, pwede ta maka-ask dito, maka-answer sila og inquiries responding to the questions from the public regarding the travel clearance of minors. And also, pwede po ditong magpa-screen and magpa-assess sa atong mga documents kung pwede na ba ni, angay na ba ni siya nga mo apply online. Yan. Naatay social worker dito, naka-standby on duty 24/7 at the Davao International Airport po. Departure area right beside the SOCC table.
Nung kaning, ilan na may reported case na ba tayo na offload with yung may kasama bata sa ating DIA sa Davao International?
Sa pagkakaroon, sir, naatay isa nga na-offload daw, no? Nga minor from Davao International Airport, sukad atong gi-establish atong MTA. It is because traveling with cousins and sibling, walay ginikanan. But, of course, na-accommodate or na-cater na gidayon sa ato ang help desk dito sa airport.
Anong age tong minors na dapat kailangan gani may clearance, travel clearance?
18 years old and below po, sir.
Kasi maraming mga high school nag-travel na yung mga barkada trip na kasi kung ano ngayon piece of fare, gusto ng piece of fare.
Yes. So, mga ano na kayo sila, no, confident na to travel. But of course, one of our preventive measures sa department is to make sure nga safety ang ato ang mga minors mo travel abroad. Just to molikay ta sa any forms of abuse, no, and exploitation. So, to answer that po, ang ato ang gina-consider as minors are 18 years old and below who are traveling unaccompanied abroad or with a person other than the parent or legal guardian, or those who are above 18 years old that cannot take care of themselves, na ay mga mental disability with PWD cards, need siya makuha og travel clearance if traveling once again unaccompanied or with a person other than the parents or legal guardian.
Okay. Ma'am Angelique, yung sa CICL natin, anong pong majority cases no that we are nandun sa ating care?
Majority of our residents right now is having a cases of crime against a person, meaning those with rape cases, homicide, murder. So, kana sir.
Yung last week man ko si Ma'am Concha yung sa Kiwanis, nagkuan siya na increasing daw juvenile delinquency kayo makita mo na yung bandal, kaming bandal and increasing pa ng riots. This is reflected sa yung increasing number ng inyong custody or care.
Actually, sir, increasing based on our data, increasing ang number of involvement of our children in committing crimes. And not only mga crimes against person or humanity, but also crimes against property, katong theft, na ay mga ingana, and also drug cases, na they're also involved in selling drugs, and also katong carnapping, naagi hapoy ingana nga mga cases.
Pag may minor na mahuli, anong process dapat? Kasi usually ang kuha natin, ipakawalan daw lang daw na police. So, para problema yan na, yun may para misconception.
Yes po. Pag may nahuli na minor sir, automatically, our local counterpart, the LGU, particularly the Office of the Municipal Social Welfare or City Social Welfare, will manage the case, And of course, dapat na ay filing of the case sa court bago sila ma-commit sa Pag-asa Homes or RRCY. So RRCY will not be accepting mga children in conflict with the law without the court order. So we will really wait for the court order bago sila ma-commit sa RRCY, meaning they have filed cases dyan siya.
So ma-detain mo na yung bata sa regular habang filing?
Doon muna sir sa pangangalaga ng mga LGU centers.
Then we go to, before I call the floor to the mic to our friends from the media, to PhilHealth, because yung konsulta, yung before yung yakap, also it's also to attract members, PhilHealth members. Kamusta yung will this new enhance yung ating yakap or rebranding para makiinggan yung pa more na mga bagong PhilHealth members?
So, for the YAKAP program, again, it's an enhancement of our dati na Konsulta program. For as long as you are a Filipino, you are entitled to the benefits and services under the YAKAP program. So, kailangan ng member ta sa PhilHealth and magpa-register ta sa usa ka accredited health primary care provider or YAKAP clinic natong tawag sa ila karon. And of course, we continuously encourage the public, our members, to register themselves to the YAKAP providers kasi hindi na lang po yung essential primary care services ay i-cover nato, katong the usual na magpa-check up, mga laboratorio, i-enhance pa yun nato siya. We added the PhilHealth Gamot, which Dr. Alex mentioned earlier, covering 75 medicines, which will be available soon to our members, and also the cancer screening tests. So you can really see that the program is an expansion and an enhancement of the Konsulta package. And our goal is really to cover everybody, all of our members and all of our Filipinos na register sa PhilHealth.
Yung gamot, ano yung bagong na-add sa mga, kasi yung naka-avail ako, mga statin, pati kung ano yung aking anodopin. Ano yung mga bago pong gamot?
Yes po. So, in PhilHealth Konsulta, we have 21 drugs all in all. In PhilHealth Gamot, we have 75. So, same pa rin po, meron tayong mga anti-infectives, pero dinagdagan po sila. We will be sending na lang siguro the complete list to you after the program because it would be very tedious not to read everything. But we also added antithrombotics, more anti-asthma and anti-COPD drugs, nervous system drugs such as your gabapentin and more of your antihypertensive and drugs that are used for people with problems in their cardiac system.
Okay, what's that, Mike?
Sa PhilHealth. Doc, sa ato nga bitong yakap, what's the reason behind changing from consulta to yakap?
And so the rebranding, good Sir Mike, no, really stems out from the old Consulta package na to dito gid siya nanggikan. So Consulta kasi it has gained initial traction naman, no? However, with the enhancement or with the rebranding to Yakap, murag naa siya emotional or deeper connection to our Filipinos kasi to our members, no? Kasi in the Filipino culture, we really emphasize inclusion, ang care, o ang protection. And that's what the yakap term symbolizes. When you say konsulta kasi naa siya connotation, no? Nga doctor's visit lang siya. You go there if you are already feeling something or if you are sick. But with the yakap, it's more inclusive. Naa siya integration agad of all the services, the essential primary care services, and the articulation of better benefits and better services nga dili na lang siya limited to the lab tests and to the 21 laboratories. Mas gidungagan pa gid siya, no, kay 75 medicines na ang cover nato, and then even the cancer screening tests are already covered, no, 6 cancer screening tests since based also on studies, cancer is the third leading cause of mortality here in our country. So why not include those tests and services in the primary care program of the government?
Ang proseso, ma'am, para lang sa mga wala nagkahibalo, pamato sila sa atong mga accredited na mga health facilities, kasi ang first person, nabalaan nila, mapakonsulta lang ta. Unsa ang proseso para maka-avail dito sa 75 ng mga medicines?
Actually, as you have said, no, this is just a rebranding and we have introduced enhancements. So kung unsa tong ato ang process sa una, maura gihapon to sir. You enroll yourself to an accredited yakap facility, sama sa imong gi-enroll imong sarili sa una sa konsulta facility, or if enrolled na ka, mag-carry over na to siya, dili ka mag-re-enroll.
Okay.
Opo. And then, regarding the PhilHealth gamot, all of the 75 drugs, mura magud siya progressive realization. So as of now, the app is still being developed. So when it is fully implemented, we would orient our healthcare providers how to roll that out, and we would also be disseminating information to the masses kung unsaon nila to pag-avail. But as of now, what they could readily use is the 21 drugs nga naa sa yakap facilities nato.
Mag yung 140 ka mga accredited na to, pila to?
I would like to correct myself. Ganina 143 because that is the data of last week. As of today po, 148 na po na yakap facilities.
148 all around Davao region.
All around Davao
How many
region.
po of 148 in Davao City?
Sige po, we will just check our data how many are in Davao, sir, ha?
Sige. Okay, thank you. Dili sa kay sa DSWD. Ma'am, kani ato ang 85 highlight na nako ang RRCY ha. How are they? Kumusta sila? Ma'am, kaning 85. How they improve and unsa process?
Yeah. Under these 85 CICLs are undergoing their rehabilitation program, no, complying with their disposition measures approved by our courts. Meaning sa ato ang disposition measures, there are specific activities, no, interventions nga ilahang ma-avail while naa sila sa rehabilitation center. And the process?
Yes, ma'am.
These are referred, no, by our LGUs, no, all over Davao region, and we have a referral pathway. They have to comply certain documents before ma-admit, no, ang ato ang isa ka CICL dinha sa RCY, and most of these CICLs have a suspended cases, meaning their sentence is being suspended by the court due to minority of age, upon commission of crime. So mao to naga-undergo sila og rehabilitation program. And natay mga requirement, no, like they have to secure a court order first before referring the CICL to RRCY. And there are medical requirements, no, mga social case study reports coming from our social workers na mga private na mga partners. And also, if there are mga special cases, no, mga psychological reports is needed for us to also assess carefully on how we go with the activities or intervention for a specific child na naay panginahanglan, no, aning nga need.
Ma'am, mga ako reaction sa DSWD sa proposed na amendments ni Senator Padilla with regard sa atuang juvenile justice.
Yeah. This is a contentious issue, Jud, no, as of now, lowering of age. And for us, manggod sa DSWD, since we are the implementing agency, and we really look into the welfare and interest, no, of our CICL, first hand is we will have to strengthen first the implementation of the programs based on the law. Kay na lang gihapoy kakulangan. No, specifically on the facility, the rehabilitation itself kay dili jud siya perfecto or conducive pa for the rehabilitation, no, of the CICL. And siguro pod aning pag-establish sa ato ang mga pag-asa home sa mga munisipyo o mga provinces in which i-consider jud ang funding and even hiring additional workforce like the doctors, psychologists, and even psychometrician or additional social workers. And we call it a multidisciplinary team to really assess, no, thoroughly if the CICL is already kanang rehabilitated or socially functional na siya kay para ma-prepare na po itong reintegration, possible reintegration sa ilahang pamilya o sa community. And also, i-review po nato ang RA 9344 or amended as 10630 dili nagpasabot nga walay kanang naghapoy nakabutang gihapon nga naay criminal liability ang 15 years old above, no, but kailangan nato based on the disposition measure nga gi-provide sa ilaha, kailangan matuman na siya. And if ever nga dili jud niya matuman or naa siya mga violations within the rehabilitation centers, the multidisciplinary team can recommend or manifest sa court nga mao ni ang performance sa ato ang CICL, and the court will determine kung unsa ang proper nga disposition na jud sa iyahang kaso. And we have in fact for the record nga natay mga CICL nga nabalhin jud siya sa Maa City Jail, no, or even sa lain nga facility kay because ang programa nga gihatag nato within RRCY is not effective sa iyaha, no, maybe kay lahi ang iyahang panginahanglan na, lahi iyahang need. So mao to natay mga manifestation nga gibuhat sa korte, and the court and the judge will determine, no, and issue an order.
Ma'am Angelique Las na lang, will you agree nga hilaw ang enforcement sa juvenile justice?
Kung sa personal note, sir, dili siya hilaw siya in the sense nga wala jud natuman tung unsa dapat ang atuang buhaton for the CICLs. Like katong facility kay increasing a number of CICLs. In our facility, kung diri lang hisgutan nato ang RRCY, atuang bed capacity is only 90. No, pero usahay mo kuan nami mo manifest mi sa court nga as of now we cannot cater this CICL because naa nami sa amo ang limit. Oo. So dili isa siya ma-commit, no? Dili isa siya maka-undergo sa iyang rehabilitation considering the full capacity of the center. Muhulat sa siyang kung naa nami ma-discharge. So ingana lang nga aspeto siya, sir. We're not sa na siya sa ato ang mga LGUs or bahay pag-asa, in which also congested na pud ning ato ang mga bahay pag-asa sa cities and provinces. So ingana, sir, kuan lang jud, and even our workforce ang naga-implement ani nga mga programa, medyo na pud tay kakulangon din nga aspeto. So kani siya kung matutukan lang jud ni siya, makaingon jud mi nga or ako nga maka kumbaga mahuman jud niya iyang rehabilitation program successfully, and dili na mo balik sa dati niya nga situation, no? Kay kaning ato ang mga CLs, they are just victims, no, of circumstances. We do not consider them as criminal, that they still have chances, no? Kay maano pa man jud niya sila. We have success stories to tell, no, nga successful jud iyang rehabilitation. Meaning, productive na siya, socially functional, and nahimo na siyang kanang maayo nga member sa ilahang community.
Ma'am, pahabol din ako, ma'am. Malasa lang dyan, ma'am. Curious lang ko, unsa ang proseso ninyo para bitaw minors committing heinous crime na makaingon mo nga ni siya is unaware of what he has done. Ano yun?
Natay ginaingon nga katong discernment gani, sir, in ma-determine niya kung right and wrong bang yang ginabuhat. And we have trained social workers, no, nga para mo assess kung naa na siya discernment to commit this crime. So the social worker can determine and can recommend to court.
Okay, thank you. Last na lang balik ako sa PhilHealth. Ma'am, pila na gani ang total nga naka-benefits nato kung atay data available?
This is for 2025 alone. This is PhilHealth Consultants, no? Doon na tayo na first patient encounter na 285,219. So that is corresponding to 192,905,528 na nabayad na to corresponding sa FPE in 2025 alone. In terms of payment po for PhilHealth Yakap, our turnaround time is 2 days. The standard is about 45 days. In our inpatient care, the statutory period for us to pay is 60 days. As of June, the Regional Office 11 has a turnaround time of 15 days. Thank you po.
Right? Mga tayo. Kasi?
Ma'am, you mentioned kanina, ma'am, na congested na po yung ato ang facility. Do we have mga plans, ma'am, sa ato ang apo?
Yes, since we are congested like sa point ni RRCY, we really fast track, no, the management of the cases. No, our social workers monitors, no, the movement of the cases. Kay naalang ni sila a certain period, no, nga approved by the court on their stay sa RRCY. Like we have 6 months, no, 8 months, depende sa ilang na-commit na crime. And we also have, pinakataas na to is 3 years, no, diha sa RRCY. And ang isa jud nga kato, sir, ang pinakakuan na intervention is to fast track, and then the submission of the final report to the court para kan court will determine kung will issue an order na for release na ni siya.
Iklaro na ko, ma'am, 3 years, ma'am, ang maximum.
Yeah, yeah, pero kana siya depende gihapon sa korte.
You mentioned kanina, ma'am, na gasaka po ang ato natay data, ma'am, last year, ma'am. Estimated lang. This is meron po 85 last year.
Last year, we have cater 130 plus, no, na mga CICLs. And that's for RRCY alone, sir.
Right, hello. Right, good morning to our distinguished honorable guests at this juncture. I want to ask na lang for Ma'am Clea regarding sa there are some instances na namanggoy mga nagtatag ng mga links na ginapasa-pasa using the name of the agency na PhilHealth para lang kaya na-fall sila sa mga scam. But do we have reminders na lang sa tong mga members of PhilHealth na dili magpa-fall sa mga ingon-ani nga mga scam? If you're aware of it po.
Right. So, generally naman po, sir, if when it pertains to the services, especially the online services of PhilHealth, we really direct our members to go to the official website of PhilHealth, which is www.philhealth.gov.ph. And for our social media pages, verified naman din ang ating mga pages, both in the region and sa national. So, as much as possible, really, we really direct them to those pages for official and verified information and for such links. No? So, for now, sir, wala man po may gina-set out na links for them to use or fill out. However, we do have the promotion karon or campaign on the use of the eGov PH app. So kaning eGov PH app, mo ni siya among primary na mode no or mechanism for the registration of our members to the YAKAP program. So we encourage everybody no to download this app through their smartphones and mobile phones because the registration to PhilHealth here and to the YAKAP program is very easy and very accessible na siya. Na-update na kasi din yung app. So pwede po natin yan gamitin na feature or na service. No? And again, let us be wary of any suspicious man na links if there are. And kung naman tayo ma-encounter, kindly report it directly to the PhilHealth offices.
Ma'am Clea, also, mag-clarify lang po regarding sa rebranding. Is it still valid ba katong sa former na consulta package specifically for different sectors, especially sa media, if ever kung na may gayon na the next event or the PhilHealth, their stakeholders na mag-meet? Is it still valid?
Yung term, tama pa, sir. So we really are shifting now to the YAKAP, no? The PhilHealth YAKAP. Eventually, mawawala na si Consulta na branding. And that's why we are here to inform you through the media and the public of this new and enhanced program of PhilHealth called YAKAP. Because our goal is that it will become a homegrown term, no? Familiar tanan katawhan nun sa niyakap. Pag pamaingon sila, naka-avail na ko or mag-avail ko PhilHealth Yakap, they know no how to avail it and where no and what are the services under it. But of course, just to clarify and to jump off on what was mentioned earlier, whatever are the existing services in the Consulta package dati are still being continued no, with the YAKAP program. Mas gipalapdan lang gid siya, mas pinalawak lang talaga siya ng mga programa. So, wala tayo nga ikabala ka if you were already registered to the YAKAP at to the Consulta dati, no? You are still registered naman din to the YAKAP providers.
For the sake of time management, sa DSWD ako may pangutana in regard sa katong mga CICL nga mga rescue katong uban paspas naman gud na siyempre na may uban nga mamatikdan pod na kauban nga sorry for the word minors but likely nga pag makakita sila o sa Manilyo, sa DSWD also paspas mo stop po like hindi na to ma-determine kung where to hindi na to ma-rescue ang mga bata because magandili sila sa mga sistema. But what's the basis for in terms na when we look at it, siyempre, dagang mga bagnungon po ng mga minority of that po namin. That's the question. What is how will it determine po in case na ma-assess na to kung makasiguro na ma-rescue ang mga bata on whatever circumstances we have?
kita man gud sir sa RRCY, we really depend on the court orders. No, before sila makumit sa ato, meaning they have cases being filed no sa korte, whether on trial or katong mga suspended sentence because of minority upon commission. However, kani siya katong rescue nato, no, we really depend on our LGU partners, no, kay naapod sila programa no nga intended for our CICS.
Also, last question na lang on my end. Sufficient enough ba katong mga facilities katong sa mga dependents na minor de edad nga nalambigit sa firm within the Davao Region and Davao City po?
Sufficient ang ato ang facility, sir? Kana ba? Yes, as of now, kato nagalimit lang ta if we have reached our bed capacity. And kato fast track lang nato ang dagan no sa ilahang mga cases. And as of now, like we have 85 no still at the center nato. Ayan, okay na po ang facility, no, meaning conducive to handle this 85 cases considering na natay 90 bed capacity.
Sa kay Ma'am Angelic. Ma'am, curious lang ko, unsa ba'y kalahian sa RRCY o sa LGU nga Bahay Pag-asa? And unsa ba'y mga factors nga makaingon ta nga ang usa ka bata kay namang gigihapoy mga bata nga naa didto nga 21 years old na. Opo, unsa mga factors nga makaingon ta nga ang usa ka bata is i-adto siya sa RRCY or sa Bahay Pag-asa po?
Based on law, no, kung base ako anong dyan nato ang 9344, ang nakabutang dito is only suspended cases ang ibutang sa RRCY. Meaning, naanay desisyon sa kaso ang katong dapat ibutang sa RRCY. And dapat sa pag-asa katong ongoing pa ang ilahang trial. However, with the limitations of our Bahay Pag-asa, kailangan na nilang i-transfer sa RRCY. And because we are dependent on the court order issued by the sa mga judge, we really have to accept despite na ongoing pa ang ilahang mga cases. And wala tayong mabuhat ana ganini pag nanay court order wala joy mabuhat ang RCY but to accept. And then dito na while naa sila they will attend court hearings from time to time. And kato ma'am, as to the age pod nganong naay 21, in fact sa RCY karon ang pinaka kumbaga tigulang namo nga kaso is 23 years old. Kay because nag-undergo siya o dugay na suspend iyahang kaso or dugay siya nadakpan. So mo na extend ang iyahang pag-serve sa iyahang rehabilitation. And kani man gud siya based pod sa balaod if nadakpan ka 21 years old or 20 years old but upon commission of the crime is minor, still i-refer gihapon siya ma'am sa RRCY for appropriate intervention.
Ma'am, you've mentioned na medyo murag natay bed capacity. Tapos same din nung nakausap ko yung yung head sa Bahay Pag-asa, murag ana din siya kay murag puno-puno gid siya ma'am no. So unsa to ang mga interventions? Have we talked with the LGU? Unsa to mga steps ani ma'am para at least we can cater more?
Ang pinakaano dyan nato ani ma'am nga intervention is to really set up unta no mga Bahay Pag-asa sa atong LGUs, and that's based on law. No, sa 9344 naka-define po dito unsay role sa ato ang mga LGUs. And kailangan po naay pag-asa. However, again with the limitation siguro sa funding, no, so as of now naalang tay duha ka province nga naay Bahay Pag-asa, no, ang Davao de Oro and Davao Oriental, no, naata dinha. And also ang cities pipila lang tulo lang ka city, no, ang Davao City, Tagum City, no. So kana jud ma'am, and still naagihapoy limit nga bed capacity because of the facility. Gamay pa ang facility. No, and but I believe na gihapon sila proposal on expanding the facility like si DSWD kami sa RCY nagihapon mga proposals for additional rooms for the CICL to cater kay increasing man jud ang number.
Last na lang sa kong end, ma'am, you've mentioned, naadiri ma'am, one of your services sa RRCY is yung education natin.
Yes.
Na pa tayo mga bata, ma'am, nga mo-graduate tayo na or nag-graduate na po?
Yes. Education is just one of the program no nga ginahatag nato sa mga CICL. And we have graduates nga mga senior high school kay mao lang ang ato ang cater and multi-graded kasi siya. We have elementary, high school and senior high. And we partnered with MRs, no, ilahang mga teachers na naga-duty sa RICY because we have also a kanang building for education no facility for our learners. And kana siya but they also offered kay namang gud tay mga residente nga nahuman na ang ilahang disposition measures meaning pwede na sila kagawas. Ang MRs naga-offer og online classes no kay para ma-continue gihapon ilahang education.
Pila nakabook ang graduating nga senior high school?
As to pila man pwede pahabol na ako ma'am pila ning learners but last year naatay 12 no nga graduates sa senior high na ang uban karon naga-enroll na sa ilahang college.
To Ma'am Karen, kasi may tugaw na tayo na sa bangko na master passenger kuan. Do we also monitor yung mga MTA doon na may help desk ba tayo doon sa may sa banda?
Regarding po support natin, sir, since it is a local travel, sir, no? Under po siya sa CSWDO po. Ang paghatag og local travel permit.
So, ang kuan na natin international kay abroad, pero usually bagod merong pag jump off.
Yes po, sir. So, si DSWD, kita ang department nga naghatag sa mga minors, no? O travel clearance upon going out of the country. Minors traveling abroad po. So, naarata sa Davao International Airport.
So, yun lang merong international gateway na Davao. But pati lang yung kasi yung flight natin, Hong Kong, Singapore, and I think Qatar, Thailand. Ako, nagbalik na ba yung Qatar na? May pangutana, my friends from the media, since wala no like to thank our guests for coming over, discussing their mga various topics for us and informing the public. I'd like to thank DSWD, Ma'am Karen Faith Remitere, Ma'am Angelique Panya, then from PhilHealth, Dr. Marie Alexis Campanel. Meron pa? Mike, live na.
Ma'am, pahabol na nagumambig na nagsulat ko. Pila ang fundings karon ma'am allocated para sa ato ang mga shelters?
Sa center, for all the centers, sir, pwede ipahabol na ako na. But for RRCY, no, natay funding 14 million for this year. Not the exact amount, sir, but 14 million plus to this covers no, mga professional services, the programs and services of our residente. Tanan ilahang panginahanglan, mga basic needs. And also their education, sa ilang medical needs, sa psychological needs nila, and the social services na mga programa para sa ila.
Supported mo.
As of now, sir, dili jud siya enough kay from time to time increasing fluctuating ang number of CICLs. But si DSWD na ay mga contingency funds na pwede mo cater no, if ever we will request sa central office.
Last year, ma'am, I may ask, last year pila? Last year nga, budget, pila.
Nga naghapon sir, 14 to 15 million.
Wala nag-change.
Oh, wala nag-change kay usually man good mo kuan lang mig-increase 10% or 20%. But with our experience, pwede ra jud mi ka request sa central office for for additional fund if ever nga there is really a need, lalo na pag improvement sa facilities, kana siya.
Okay. Parting statement, we'll start with Ma'am Freya. PhilHealth, announce po natin again. Kailan po lang mag-start yung ating yakap na program?
Ayan. So, first of all, we'd like to thank you, our media partners, and of course, PIA, for this opportunity, di magigipag sa ato ang kapehan. And, of course, we continuously call out to our members, to everybody, to all the Filipinos, to register themselves to the YAKAP, the PhilHealth YAKAP, or Yaman ng Kalusugan Program. So, there are many ways and modes for registration. Pwede po tayo sa eGov.ph app. Pwede po diretso sa ating mga YAKAP providers, your YAKAP clinics. We can also do this through the PhilHealth member portal in our website and directly sa ato ang mga opisina sa PhilHealth. And hopefully, everybody will be able to avail themselves of the services, especially the enhanced services that the PhilHealth YAKAP provides. Thank you so much.
Thank you. In closing, we would like to emphasize that PhilHealth YAKAP is more than just a rebranding of Consulta. It is an enhanced commitment from PhilHealth to give our Filipino people, especially the Davaoenos, comprehensive, accessible, and continuous primary care that they deserve. So we enjoin our healthcare facilities who are not accredited to have themselves accredited, and all our PhilHealth members to avail of the YAKAP services in the YAKAP providers that they are enrolled to, because healthcare works best when it is used, it is shared, and experienced by the community it is meant to serve. Daghang salamat, maayong buntag.
So in behalf of our regional director, Director Ruelo Aradanas, we would like to thank the organizing agency for this activity. Kay this is also to strengthen our advocacy, to let the public know na naatay mga konkreto nga programa, particularly sa ato ang mga kabataan, atong kababaihan, ang mga older person, ang ato ang mga PWDs. Naatay mga centers nga naga-cater ani nila in case nga naay mga mga naobserbahan nato nga di pang neglect, di pang abandon. And kani sila nga 5 centers naga-implement og mga programa para ma-uplift ang kinabuhi sa isa ka tao, particularly the vulnerable sector. So padayon gihapon nagatanaw ang DSWD sa interest and welfare of this vulnerable sector, ug padayon nga naga-implement sa mga programa based sa ato ang mga balao. Kana lang og bayon.
Ma'am Karen.
Igo sa pagsupay kay Ma'am Angel. So, isa sa atong mandato sa DSWD is to protect mga kabatanunan, Lakip na niini isa ka preventive measures ang siguro nga ang ilahang biyahe abroad sa mga minors is safe and i-safeguard lang po ang best interest sa mga bata. So, for those minors nga naay plano nga mobiyahe unaccompanied abroad, or those mga minors nga mobiyahe together with the person other than the parents or legal guardian, please secure a travel clearance. You can reach us. You can apply online na karon through our website, mta.dsw.gov.ph. And of course, open na po ang atong MTA Help Desk at Davao International Airport 24/7 ang ato ang duty dito to accommodate those who are catering, those who are offloaded clients, and of course, open for the public inquiry regarding the minors traveling abroad. And we are thankful for PIA for organizing this event, sir and ma'am. And please spread the word that you don't need to go in line sa DSWD to apply a travel clearance, but you can apply at the comfort of our home. Once again, daghang salamat og maayong buntag.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much to SMCT Davao and to Krispy Kreme for the delicious donuts coffee. Till next week, more relevant topics to be discussed.